Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is Elevate TV and the program is SISTA Talk. My name is Nenoh Ndiema and it's always a privilege, always a pleasure. I mean it. It's always a privilege having you over, just making time to sit with us and listen and learn and allow God to teach you through this program. So thank you for joining us, and please, we would love to hear your feedback on our social media platforms at Elevate TV Kenya, Facebook, name it, Instagram, all of it. Please talk to us and we would be so privileged to hear from you. So we have another exciting episode. You know, we are learning so much. It's amazing how God has put experience, He has put knowledge all over for us to pick from, for us to draw from, so that we're not walking in ignorance. Because the Bible says in Hosea 4:6 that my people, not other people, that we, God's people, perish because we don't know, because of lack of knowledge. And so it is so important that we just sit sometimes as sisters, as mothers, as wives, as women, as young girls, to talk and get to learn from each other. And today, whoa, trust me, if you know, let me know it. But today we have a wonderful guest, a lady, a wonderful woman of God who just wants to help us understand what do women do, or how do women even get into the space of technology, which is something I think we have for a long time, thought it's a male-dominated field. It's something that we really don't, as women, we really don't have to invest ourselves in it. But she has seen God teach her so much in it. She has experienced so much learnings and so much information that she thinks or she believes that has changed her life. And clearly, we need to be helped. So in case you're a woman in tech, or a woman who's considering tech, or is wondering, what do people even do there? Or what is that? This is the place to be. So welcome and stay put. Till the end of the show. Welcome, Mercy. Please introduce yourself. I did not do justice. I am sure I did. Kindly introduce yourself to us. Who are you?
Thank you for inviting me. My name is Mercy Kwambai. I am a third born in a family of four kids. Okay. What do I do? I am a software developer. And I love designing things.
Oh, really?
That's the short introduction.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I am a software developer.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
Yes.
We will ask you what that means. But anyway, welcome to the show, Mercy.
Thank you.
So you are done with, you had to, I don't even know where to start. Tell us about your career path, because I want to know, did you go to school to be a software developer? Did you learn on that? What is that all about? Just tell us in a nutshell. What has your career path been like?
It started when I joined school.
Okay.
That's campus.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So I went to school, enrolled for computer science. I can say I did. I enrolled for it by mistake.
Oh, really? Take us back. What were you passionate about in high school then?
So I was passionate about sciences and all, but chemistry never just got in with me. So I knew I wanted. That was simple, but just other things.
Concept was simple. Are you serious?
Yeah, so I loved sciences, but I didn't want to do anything with chemistry.
Okay.
So I was like, which course is a science course that doesn't have chemistry?
Okay.
Then I was just told computer science, and I just applied for computer science, and that's how I went in. Before coming to campus though, my brother gave me his laptop, and it had some tutorials for animations, and so I stumbled upon animation, and I started like creating simple cartoonish things just before coming to school. So when I got in, it was a whole different thing coming to school, because it's now theory and learning and notes and mathematics and calculus. It was just a whole thing. But now I really loved computer science when I was in second year. And this is an interesting story, because it was through one of the community meetups, tech communities. So there are tech communities in Nairobi where you can go learn different things.
There are tech communities. Yes. How do you even bump into tech communities? They were coming to your school?
Should I call it campus? It's like a hub where people who love tech come together and they like build different technologies together. It's just a place that people go. So I went there for one event.
So it's like a club or something?
Yes, you can call it a club.
But it's not even, it wasn't even in your school?
No. It was in some place on Kong Road.
Hey,
Yes.
okay. Someone invited you over or something?
I saw it online.
Whoa.
And I just registered and I went with my friends.
How did you... Had you already thought this is something I'm interested in, or you were just passing
Not
time?
really. It was just on a Saturday and we didn't have anything to do, and there was food and they give out swag. So
Keep
like,
people
good,
food,
yes.
that's it.
It's important. So I went, and then so it was a ladies meetup.
Okay.
So they were like older ladies who are like well experienced in tech, and they would share their stories.
Tech is technology.
Yes, technology.
Yes, be helped.
So they would share their stories and what they have been able to do. Some that had startups, they would present their work or what their company does. It was very interesting to see how people would be so passionate. I was just going to class because I just got into computer science.
That's
but
true.
Now since then I saw a path that I could take and something interesting that I could do. Yeah, so since then, I can say that my journey now started there.
Okay.
Yes.
So for you, it was more of, okay, the animation a bit before campus, but now second year was your moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you sign up? What happens now from there? You go back to school, of course.
Yes, from then we went back to school, and fortunately later on that year we started a community of developers in our school. So it was like a club in school. So I started volunteering for such things, helping to organize, helping to look for speakers, even learning something and teaching others during one of the school's meetups. So through that, I got to volunteer even for external things around Nairobi.
You're still in campus?
Yes.
Woman.
Now third year. Yeah, through that, got to a mentorship program. I went through it for like 6 months, and then now came in as a mentor for the
program.
Still in
campus?
Yes, this is now end of third year, fourth year now. Yeah, was selected to be one of the leaders for the communities that I was volunteering for. So I was responsible for teaching, for organizing, for looking for people to come and speak during our events. Yeah, and promoting different sort of technologies. Yeah.
At this point, was it making money?
No, it's completely volunteer work.
So how come it was making sense? I mean,
I think
they say it must make money to make sense, I think.
Really, it was more of a satisfying achievement. Really? And also you get to lead and you also get to learn, because this life we are all about learning every single day. I got to challenge myself. There's one time I was organizing for an event that we didn't have a speaker. Okay. But that thing had to be taught.
There had to be a speaker.
Learned. I spent my nights learning, and did a presentation and taught people this new technology that I am also learning, but I am teaching them. So such things help you even to grasp some concepts and make you contribute to the community, because that's what matters. Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of mentorship.
Yes.
You being mentored and also mentoring others.
Yes.
Does that, you mean that applies in tech? I thought tech while we are learning, you sort of the feeling that we get about people who do tech is like it's a one-man show.
Not
Sorry
really.
to say.
Not really.
We never think that you borrow from each other, like, okay.
It's important to be mentored, and because I can say tech is wide. Okay. And there's a lot of information out there. Okay. And if you don't have a guide, or if you haven't figured out like this is what I want to do, you will stumble upon everything. You will make mistakes. You will waste your time per se in learning things that are not relevant right now. So mentorship is important, and you get to learn from someone who has gone ahead, maybe in the same path, or maybe knows something about the path you're taking. And also, after getting this, it's important for you to do the same to someone else who are behind you. Right there. Yeah, I can give an example because when I started volunteering, I was being mentored by other like older guys who had gone before me. Okay. And when I got my footing and knew what I wanted to do, I even mentored other girls who were behind me. Oh, wow. And right now they're doing great things up there. So it's a joy to do that. Yeah.
Wow, I love that. Yeah. I think from what I'm hearing, because you've said tech is very wide, and I'm just picturing myself, okay, maybe I'm taking your place and thinking, I want to get into this, but I don't know where to choose what to do. Can you just further explain to us how did you narrow down to what you wanted to do? Because then I guess that's what has informed your career this far.
I can say I stumbled
again.
Yes.
It's been a stumbling journey.
And I veered through many things.
Okay.
I tried web development. I did developing software for phones, for Android apps.
Oh, really?
Yes, I did data. I did so many things because then I was still figuring it out.
All this is in the volunteer space?
Yes. Even if I am doing this other thing, I can go for an event for a totally different thing, just to know what they're doing, just to know what's going on in that side. Because you can get into an interview and they ask you, what do you know about this? And maybe you totally did not put any time to study something, but maybe you'd have had it in one of the events that you attend. And with time, I got to settle on one that I like and put all my efforts and all my energy and time in learning now the one thing that,
So you sort of have knowledge, or you keep yourself abreast with other things.
Oh, yes.
Not to know it deeply, but it's important in your field.
Very important.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
For example, even the job I'm currently doing right now, it's not something that I had practiced for long.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I had focused on another thing, something that I really thought it's now I'll do this forever.
Okay.
But getting into the interview, I'm being asked about another programming language.
Oh, really?
So, and now I remember the concepts from some things we did with my friends some time back. So that even helped me to get a job. So it's wide. You need to focus on one thing, but not close your mind and not try learn or even know, just to know about maybe what's happening in the world of networks or in the world of design or in the world of data, because it's very, very, very wide.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it seems like it's getting wider.
Oh yes, and things are changing every single day, and things are becoming new every single day. So
we'll get to that. We'll get to that, because that's another $1 million question. This thing that you grasp and then tomorrow it's redundant or it's no longer necessary. How do you upscale, you know? Yeah. But before that, I just wanted to hey, I mean, you're just amazing me, because I'm thinking there could be a girl out there, and I know this we should have done at the end, but I just can't wait.
Yeah.
There's a girl out there who's trying to find her place. You know, she is in campus or even has gone into another different job, you know, totally all together. They're even doing the chemistry you are making fun of. And that's not fair for the rest of us chemists. Anyway, they are in a totally different field, but they feel they have an attraction to things tech. What would you suggest? Is it, does that person attend the events? Do they start to hook up with other tech people? Where do you think someone can find at least some exposure?
Yeah.
I know online, I mean, of course, but I feel like that one-on-one, I don't know.
Yeah.
I stand to be corrected. You can tell us.
Yeah, maybe 3 things. One, reach out to someone who's in tech.
Okay.
Yeah, just write a LinkedIn, reach out to someone that you have seen who is in tech, and maybe you're interested in like her or him being your role model, or being your mentor in that case. Okay. Ask them what you need to do, what part to take. Yeah, and there are even programs that support people who want to totally switch from what they're doing to now to take advices on path to take, what to learn, because sometimes the information is a lot.
Yes,
and you can just get lost in the web of everything. Very true. Sometimes you may be fortunate to know what you want, but sometimes you're like me, I just want to get in tech, but I'm not sure really what I want to do. So such people would give you guidance. Another thing is Google, YouTube, watch YouTube videos of people who have done it on what you want to do. Yeah. And then learn. Those are the 3 things you need to do. The journey is not going to be easy, I promise you, because tech is changing every day and things are coming new and harder and or maybe simpler. But yeah, it's going to take a bit of muscle. But yeah, go for it and do it. Who says you can't do it?
I tell you, you did it. I'm just looking and thinking, you just need to tell us one amazing story of someone you probably mentored or you as a mentee. What is the one remarkable or 2 remarkable stories you can tell us of what someone was able to come up with, how someone was completely lost and maybe found their place and is now doing amazing things?
I can give an example of a girl I mentored. She was 2 years behind me in school.
And still doing comp science or totally different?
No, comp science. And she was very active in the events I was organizing, and she would offer help to volunteer.
Wow. Those are the qualities.
Yes.
Offer help.
So when I left, we recommended her to be the next lead for the program. So she was the lead. Afterwards, after school, she got into leading one of the Nairobi tech communities. And that was really great. Afterwards, I think during COVID, she got a job in Nigeria to lead one of the communities, like to be like a developer advocate for one of the big companies. So that was a really big, and it was just from community. And what gave her even the job was her impact and her contribution to the community that we had created. Yeah, and right now she is even working for one of the bigger companies. Yeah, so such
in Nigeria.
Right now she's in Kenya.
She's been back.
She's back.
My goodness.
But she's doing really great things.
Amazing.
Yeah, of one of the big companies that I will not sell out.
Have you had to mentor someone? If your line is software development?
Yes.
Okay, Nesh. Software development, have you had to mentor, or are you able to mentor someone in a totally different, who has pursued a totally different path but still in tech?
Yes.
So you don't just do software?
No. Anything and everything.
The principles are
the same.
Okay.
And sometimes, even when you're in this side, it's important for people to interact that are on different sides. Maybe someone is doing data and you know something that would even help her in her work. So that is important to interact between different ones. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm amazed. I'm just amazed. You know, one of our previous shows, someone shared and said that mathematical expressions are an expression of God, and I'm like, by the way, you know, I'm just looking at how the same principles that are even in the Bible apply in many other things that we think, God, you don't know technology. You have no idea, you know. But he's thinking you need each other, number one.
Yes.
There is constant change. I think that's clear, and that's what you're going to tell us a bit more about.
Yeah.
But just that aspect of you can't grow alone. There has got to be mentorship, especially in the area of tech.
Yeah.
And just as you're being mentored, please kindly hold someone else's.
Yes. It's very important to give
hold someone else's hand.
Yeah.
So you're done with campus.
Yes.
And I want to imagine the communities continue or something. How did you continue to nurture your passion for tech and even get now into employment? How was that for you?
It was a bit hard, to be honest. At the same time, you are looking for jobs for what you want. At the same time, you're seeing jobs for what you do not really are good at. Sometimes you can throw yourself and say, let me learn this, that I learned this job, and then we learn on the job and all. There's one time I got a job for something that I did not really not practiced in a while. And I gave myself the challenge to learn, and I did, and I finished the work I was given.
Wow!
So it was a short-term contract. Anyway. But I challenged myself to put myself out there and learn, and also ask questions, because sometimes you can get stuck on something, and if you don't ask, you will just waste time.
That's
something
true.
that someone else will be like, you have messed in this place.
Imagine.
Just change this, and then it will be fine.
Imagine.
And then you have struggled with it for like a whole week.
Imagine.
Yes. So
I listened to a preacher. You've just reminded me of a preacher I listened to on Sunday, and he was saying, we need to take advantage of the help that is available.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound obvious, but it's obvious.
Yes.
You know, you can do something, you would have done it excellently, but you just do a fair job because you didn't reach out.
Yeah.
You didn't get the help you needed. But I like the way you're challenging us and saying you threw yourself at it and said, you know what?
Yes.
I'm going to learn.
Yes, and it's very possible to learn these things.
Are we, as women or as girls, do we sometimes chicken out? Do you see that a lot? Do you see us? No, okay, let me say women, because I don't know about the men. I'm just asking us.
Yeah.
Do you see us, especially in the tech field, do you see us limiting ourselves and saying, hey, that I can't, or let the dudes do that one, or, you know, do you see a lot of that, or we are better now?
Yes, I think that mentality has been there for a while, for a long time. Even in my class in campus, there were a lot of guys.
What was the ratio?
Like we had like 100 guys and like 19 girls.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And hopefully the girls didn't drop out. So now you finish when you're like 9, you know?
Yeah, so you would see such mentality before, but these days I can see things are really changing.
Okay.
You can even find in tech companies there are more ladies,
or
the equal number of ladies and guys. Something that wasn't really the story before. So things are changing, and I think girls are more out there to do the things. It's not like, no, this is a boys' course. No, not something like that, but pushing yourself to learn these new things. Yeah.
I need to know. I just need to know. Where did that drive come from? Because for you, you don't sound afraid. You don't sound like, for you, could it be your upbringing? Could it be, where do you think you got that? Or is it just personality? Or is it the Lord? Of course it is the Lord. But who do you think mentored you in that space of just believing in yourself and taking challenges, which most of us would think, it's not a must, you know. Where do you think that, who would you credit that to?
That's a good question. I think over time I have gotten to learn that things are never that hard, really. Yeah.
As they look.
Yes, as they look. I think when you put enough effort, sometimes it's going to be hard when you start, but things will be better as time goes by. And besides that, I think interacting with people, especially older people in my life, have encouraged me that, you know, their perspective is like, I have been here. What are you saying? This is nothing.
Just in tech, or even generally?
Generally, even in life.
Even your family or something?
Yes, even in my family, we encourage each other to go for the things that we want. And it's going to be hard at the start, but things would get better as time goes by. And people have done it. So sometimes even getting inspiration from stories for people who are big wigs in our country and in our world, just reading their stories and the things they went through to get where they are at. You're like, even me can do this.
You draw inspiration. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. I salute you. Honestly, I salute you, because I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, you seem so calm and cool and collected, and you look, and inside you there's aggressiveness. There's someone who goes and takes up what they want. And I think that's what God means when he says that we need to be as gentle as doves, but as wise as serpents. Because we have to go out there and do something. We have to go out there and make a difference. But we also need to believe it first. We need to first know that we have it in the inside of us. Amazing. I want you to just touch a bit on the volunteer, because I still think. For what? For what? You know, and someone else is probably thinking the same. They're in a job that they're thinking, what I'm paid versus the airtime I use in a day, or in a month, it doesn't make any sense. Could you just give us things you learned while volunteering? Because I believe now you're in a paying job, or you're still volunteering?
No, it's a paying job.
So at the time of volunteering, you know, in that season of obscurity, what did you learn? What did you draw from there?
First of all, in campus, you don't have really anything else to do. Let's just put it there. It's on a Saturday. Would you just want to sleep, or it's in the evening, one of the afternoons, you don't have classes. I think, I now remember one of the advices that my brother gave me when I was joining campus was like, when a class bounds, do not just go and sleep.
That's good.
When a class bounds, meaning when the class doesn't happen. So just don't go and sleep. Look for something to do. Do not sleep in all the weekends. Look for something to do. And that thing for me, I found joining tech communities and volunteering. So that's how I got into volunteering. So it was a good use of my time. And I got to learn, meet big people. At that time, I was just a confused campus student. And then you're meeting stories with someone who is working in a very big company. You feel like,
Kenyan English, meeting stories. We forgive you.
So it really exposed me at that point. And I got exposed to do different things. I got simple gigs or simple jobs to do just small things from people I met in the communities now. What else? I got an opportunity to lead and even practice leadership, being trusted with a whole community, and now you communicating with the community owners. Yeah, sort of advocating for what the company does. So it was such a good exposure and a learning, and also it even encouraged me to even mentor other people in this way. So yeah, I can say those are the few things I learned, and also just exposure to different technologies. And not being like fixed, set on one thing. Yes, and I got to learn a lot. Yeah. Sometimes you'll enter a room and you don't know this thing at all. It's now starting to learn from scratch, and it is a very interesting journey.
And every time you learn, you realize it's not even that hard.
Yeah.
We need to take a break. I mean, I'm listening to it, I'm thinking, I think I need to go into tech. But everybody has their story, you know? But this is for you. This is for you who is wondering, I love tech. I don't know what to do. This story is for you. There are communities out there. There are people who can mentor. There are people who... There is knowledge. Oh, my goodness. We are not perishing no more. We are not perishing. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back after the break.